Introducing the starting lineup for the visiting Bellingham Bells. Batting first, the center fielder from Fresno Pacific University, number 1, Trent Melanie. Batting second, the left fielder from CSU SB, number 4, Jason Shedlock. Batting third, the designated hitter from Virginia Commonwealth University, number 11, Nate Kirkpatrick. Batting fourth, the first baseman from CSU SB, number 32, Jacob Mejia. Batting fifth, the second baseman from Fresno Pacific University, number 28, Gabe Henderson. Batting sixth, the third baseman from Southern Illinois University, Carbondale, number 6, Anthony Kodama. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 10, Jorge Oliveira. Batting eighth, the catcher from Santa Clara University, number 3, Connor Smith. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 22, Cole Morosky. Starting on the mound for the Bells, from Union College, number 12, Nathan Van Beek. Managing today's game for the Bells, head coach Bob Ralston, as assisted by Steve Ward. If you want to see the full team rosters, head on down to the merchandise booth to pick them up. Today's game is officiated by Ryan Zielinski and Dana Cruz. meet the first pitch for today's game. Please welcome the 4-year president of the Irish Fishing Club, Tyler Wright. All right, Tyler, let's see a strike. Nice job, Tyler. And now, the starting lineup for your Springfield Drifters. Batting first, the center fielder from the University of Portland, number 19, Gage Bruce. Batting second, the shortstop from Seattle University, number 25, Brandon Stinnett. Batting third, the third baseman from Linfield University, number 9, Elijah Maris. Batting fourth, the second baseman from Pierce College, number 24, Kedron Kinsey. Batting fifth, the right fielder from Bushnell University, number 17, Jacob Richardson. Batting sixth, the left fielder from Lewis Clark State College, number 26, Sam Weber. Batting seventh, the first baseman from the University of Oregon, number 44, Cale Pisano. Batting eighth, the catcher from Bushnell University, number 15, Brandon Reed. Batting ninth and starting on the mound for the Drifters, from Northern Colorado University, number 4, Aiden Gebhard. Managing today's game for the Drifters, Drifter skipper Alan Embry, as assisted by Leo Rivera, Rocco Ferrari, Matt Hubbs, and Sam Olson. Now please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Time to play ball.
After a wild, wonky game yesterday, the Springfield Drifters returned for game number 2 of the 3-game series here today against the Bellingham Bells. Knight Jarecki happy to be with you this afternoon here in Springfield. Drifters yesterday picked up a wild 13-12 victory. There was so many wacky things that happened throughout that game. A lot of combined statistics and a lot of categories that you probably wouldn't want to see in a baseball game. In total, 25 total runs combined, 33 total hits combined, 7 errors combined, 20 walks, 9 hit by pitches, and 2 ejections. Yet, it wrapped up in 4 hours and 37 minutes, the longest game at home in Springfield Drifter history. And Well, it ended in a victory for Springfield. You're going to take that every time, and that's exactly what the Drifters were saying yesterday and today coming in the ballpark. The vibe was pretty good. It was, man, that was a game yesterday. That was a memorable one. But now the question is, how do we sustain that here today for game number 2? We'll have to wait and see what the result is here today. Beautiful day, 82 degrees, sunny skies in Springfield. As you get ready for game number 2, the Bellingham Bells coming in 31-21 this season, facing off against the 19-33 Springfield Drifters. Battle of blues here today. Drifters, the darker blue jerseys, white trousers, and the Bellingham squad with a beautiful baby blue look. Baby blue hats, baby blue jerseys, and baby blue trousers. Aiden Gebhardt going to get the start to field, the left-hander who started in center field yesterday. Gebhardt, he delivers. First pitch down and inside. We're underway at 6:38. A couple minutes later than scheduled. So Gebhardt back with the team. Spent the first half of the season in Springfield and then took some time off. Now back with the squad. A two-way player delivers a 1-0. That's chopped to the left side but by Trent Maloney. The throw to first base in time. And that'll do it for Maloney.
Now batting number 4, Jason Shedlock.
Defensively today for Springfield, Sam Weber in left field, Gage Bruce in center field, Jacob Richardson in right. Brandon Sinnett is at second base. Elijah Maris at shortstop and Kedron Kinsey at third base. Not sure what happened as Gebhardt delivers a first pitch strike to Jason Shedlock, the former Drifter. On the lineup card today, Stinnett was listed at shortstop, Maris at third base, and Kedron Kinsey at second base. The 0-1 in the turf. 1 ball and 1 strike to Shedlock. So Stinnett is at second. Maris at short and Kinsey at third base with Cale Paisano at first base and Brandon Reed catching behind the plate. 1-1 from Gebhardt, a breaking ball high. 2-1 to Shedlock, the left-handed hitter that spent last season in Springfield. Took a while for him to get to the club after reaching the D2 World Series with Cal State San Bernardino. Fouls off the 2-1, and it's now 2-2. But Shedlock now playing in the WCL with the Bellingham Bells this season, batting .246. 3 doubles, 10 RBIs this season. Now his 41st game of the year. 2-2 pitch. Shedlock checks his swing. No appeal. Now the appeal. And he did not go around, according to Dana Cruz, who's out in the field today. Ryan Zielinski behind the plate. Yesterday, 2 ejections. Each umpire tossing a coach. One an assistant coach for Bellingham. The other one, that coach of the Springfield Drifters, Alan Embry. 3-2. Taken outside. And Shedlock works a walk, and that's what he does so well. Now his 14th walk of the season, and last year in Springfield, he had 21 walks in 27 games. On-base percentage at .455 last season for the Drifters. And he uses his vision once again. Works a 1-out walk here in the top of the first. So now Nate Kirkpatrick digs in. Swings the first pitch he sees. Pops it up towards right field. Making the catch in right field is Jacob Richardson for out number 2. So now 2 gone, 1 at first. 0-0 the score, top of the first inning. And Jacob Mejia will dig in. So Mejia, the left-handed hitter, also from Cal State San Bernardino. Sees the first pitch, takes it for a strike, throw down to second base. Off to the left from the throw from Reed. So Shedlock steals second. Stolen base number 2 of the season for Shedlock. He had 10 last year for Drifters. Again, a Bellingham team that doesn't steal a ton. Came in 13th in the league out of 16 teams in stolen bases. Swing and a miss on the 0-1. 0-2. So Gebhardt a strike away from getting out of this inning. Mejia with the big 2-for-5 day and a home run yesterday for the Bells. 0-2 to him. Fouls it off. Stays live. So Mejia batting in the cleanup. Gabe Henderson, the second baseman, batting 5th. Anthony Kadama, the third baseman in the 6th spot. Jorge Oliveira, the right fielder, batting 7th. Connor Smith, the catcher, batting 8th. And Cole Morosky, the shortstop, in the 9th spot. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Bounced foul. Out of play. So no balls and 2 strikes. Gabhard with the start today. Gabhard also going to be the DH, so hitting and pitching for Springfield. He pitched 7 times the first half of the year. Has not pitched since the month of June. The 0-2 off the edge of the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Gabhard, he's now committed to Northern Colorado. Just wrapped up a couple of years at Lane Community College, originally from Redmond, Oregon, out in Central Oregon. 1-2 pitch. Popped in the air softly towards right center field. Gage Bruce in the alleyway makes the catch in the shade for the final out. 1 out walk to Shedlock. He's left stranded at second. No runs, no hits, and no errors. Going to the bottom of the first. 0-0 the score here on the Drifters live stream.
1 left on base for the Bells, heading into the bottom of the first. Now batting for the Drifters, number 19, Gage Bruce.
Zero zero the score, bottom of the first inning. Gage Bruce leading things out, followed by Brandon Stinnett and Elijah Maris. 1, 2, 3 in the order for Springfield, facing off against Nathan Van Beek. Van Beek's first pitch, high, 1-0 to Bruce. Gedrin Kinsey, Jacob Richardson, Sam Weber, 4, 5, 6. Cale Paisano, Brandon Reed, and Aiden Gabhard, 7, 8, 9. Bruce lines the ball to left field, and he one-hops it in front of Shedlock for a leadoff single. So Gage Bruce, solid contact. Drives it 89 off the bat to left field. Now runner at first base. Bruce, 12 stolen bases this season. And now Brandon Stinnett, who's all of a sudden one of the hottest hitters in the order for Springfield, coming up to hit. 3 straight multi-hit performances for Stinnett. Batting average up to 197. Shows bunt. Pulls it back and gets hit on the back. Breaking ball from Van Beek. Pepper Stinnett. And Bruce is going to advance to second after the hit by pitch. The Bells' 6th fewest hit by pitches allowed in the WCL this season. An early one here to put 2 aboard after the single and hit by pitch for Elijah Maris. So Maris coming up to hit. Went 1 for 7 yesterday. Got a hit in his final at bat after starting 0 for 6. Now down to a 280 average. Still one of the tops on Springfield's squad. Runners on the move, and both are going to get there. No throw after the bobble from Smith. As Bruce snags his 13th stolen base this season, and Stinnett a stolen base to his name, his 6th. So now 2 in scoring position. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Van Beek delivers a 1-0. Breaking ball above the chest. 2-0. 65 miles per hour from Van Beek. Broke 10 inches horizontally, but slowing it down for Elijah Maris, the product from Linfield. 2-0. Peppered to left field. Pretty deep hooking foul, and it lands foul. It was 101 off the bat of Maris. Just fouls it off. And allowed foul ball for strike number 1. 2 balls and 1 strike to Maris. Pitch into Elijah. Taken inside, 3-1. So Maris with that 280 average, 4 home runs, 8 doubles, a triple. 23 RBIs this season. Looking for his first RBI in 4 days. 3-1. Hammers it to left field. Shedlock back to the track. Elijah Maris, the record's yours. His 5th home run of the season. And he passes Dominic Hellman for most home runs in Springfield Drifter history. Congratulations, Elijah Maris, as the Drifters get their 13th home run of the season, and Maris puts the Drifters on top 3-0 here in the bottom of the first. 97 off the bat, 374 to left field. And just like that, single hit by pitch, home run, and it's 3-0 Springfield. Kedron Kinsey takes a first pitch strike, 0-1. Kinsey, the Hawaiian product, takes outside, 1-1. Kinsey batting .301 this season, and he might actually be the hottest hitter. We talked about Stinnett, but Kedron Kinsey in his last 11 at-bats has 9 hits. Lines it hard to left field. Shedlock in a few steps, and he makes the catch. Well struck, though, from Kinsey. 98 off the back, and I guess that's how you're going to get him out on tough, hard lineouts. First out recorded. And now Jacob Richardson will dig in. Richardson, the senior at Bushnell, his second game with the Drifters, swings and lines the ball to left field. Shedlock back to the track, watches it go off the West Coast strength wall out in left field. Throw down to second base. Richardson slide a little bit off the bag, but he's able to stay on and work his way to second with a double. 95 off the bat for Jacob Richardson. And the double puts a runner in scoring position for the Drifters here in the bottom of the first. So the bat's still hot from yesterday. Springfield in the game yesterday, tons and tons of hits. That was the good news, is that the bats were there, and well, the bats stayed hot after that game against Ridgefield. They scored 12 runs in the series finale against the Raptors, and then scored 13 more yesterday, and all of a sudden the bats have awoken for the Springfield team. Throw back to second. Richardson was stumbling. He tripped and then did get back to second base with Van Beek's throwback. So the Drifters, 13 runs yesterday, 12 runs the day before, and now 3 to start here in the first inning. Drifters scored 4 in the first yesterday. Sam Weber takes outside, a 1-0. So Weber in left field. Versatile player playing both in the infield and outfield this season for Springfield. Weber joined the team mid-season, now his 21st game of the year. Been almost an everyday player since joining the club. Van Beek throws back towards second. Richardson back, standing up. So Weber batting .283 with 17 hits, 3 doubles, 8 RBIs. Went 1 for 5 yesterday in the 13-12 victory. The Drifters team that has struggled to score runs this season, but all of a sudden they found something. 1-0 outside, 2-0. In fact, coming into this game, Springfield 15th in the league out of 16 teams in batting average, RBIs. Home runs, they're 12th. Doubles, 13th. just hasn't come a ton, but over these past 3 games, the offense has certainly picked up, and you love to see it. 2-0, Weber grounded hard past Kadama at third base down the left field line. Shedlock, a busy day for him as he picks it up on the left field line, throws it to second, but not in time as Weber has an RBI double, and the Drifters extend the lead. It's 4-0.
Now batting, number 44, Kale Paisano.
So back-to-back doubles brings in the 4th run of the game, and Van Beek now has a conversation with the pitching coach for the Bellingham Bells, Steve Ward. So Van Beek, this is his 10th appearance, 4th start of the year, and well, it's a rare instance where he's given up more than 1 earned run. This season, a 2.87 ERA and 15 2/3 with 14 strikeouts to only 5 walks. He's only allowed 11 hits in his previous 9 outings, but he's given up 4 runs on 4 hits to start this one. And his longest outing this season has been 3 innings. He's done it twice, once against Edmonton and the other time against Port Angeles. He has given up runs in his last 4 outings, but again, it was only 1 earned run in each of those outings. So a total of just 5 earned runs this season for Van Beek across the 15 2/3 innings. But all of a sudden, the Drifters have caught fire, and now the 7th batter of the inning will dig in with just 1 out. Throw back to second, Weber back there safely. So the Drifters leading 4-0 here in the bottom of the 1st inning. And Paisano at the plate, left-handed hitter heading off to Oregon next season. He hit his first home run as a collegiate athlete. He's going into the University of Oregon next season. His last game against Ridgefield 2 days ago on the 4th. Time's called. But Paisano hits in his last 2 games, played in both the game on the 3rd and 4th of August. Last 2 games of the series against Ridgefield, picking up a hit in each. Takes outside, 1-0. And I think the most impressive thing was that he only had 1 hit entering that series. He'd been with the team for almost the entirety of the season, only just 1 hit. But since that point, he's had now 2 hits in his last 5 at-bats, including the home run. 1-0 outside, 2-0. And you could tell he was pretty ecstatic. Talked to him about that yesterday. Definitely feeling like the whole summer's starting to pan out for him, that everything has worked out. He's been able to find success and develop as an athlete. 2-0. Runner on the move. Pop up behind the plate. Smith searching, and he finds it. Make the catch for out number 2. Weber back to second base.
Now batting, number 15.
2 outs, runner at second. 4-0. Springfield leading here in the bottom of the 1st. So here's Reed, the catcher, as he's returned back to Springfield for the 3rd season. Really been a do-it-all man. Throw back to second. Ball gets away from Henderson out towards right field. Weber goes to 3rd before Morosky, the shortstop, could range over and field it. So Jason Shedlock in left field today. Trent Maloney in center field. Jorge Oliveira out in right field. Anthony Kadama, the 3rd baseman. Cole Morosky, the shortstop. Gabe Henderson at second. Jacob Mejia at first, and Connor Smith behind the plate as Brandon Reed gets hit by a pitch, and he'll advance to first. So now Aiden Gebhard will come to the plate. Trying to give himself some extra insurance. Starting as both the pitcher and DH today. Done a little bit of both. So Gebhard, the left-handed hitter, batting .235. 1 for 6 yesterday with a run scored and a walk. Drifters leading 4-0 with 2 outs and runners on the corners here in the bottom of the 1st. 9th batter of the inning. Up and inside, 1-0 from Van Beek. Almost 12 inches of difference right here. Gebhard 5'8", Van Beek 6'7". 1-0. Half swing, and it's popped out of play. It's a little pitcher-on-pitcher battle here. Gebhardt, the two-way player, and he came back for this final series, trying to make an impact offensively, and they've given him the opportunity the last 2 days. 1-1. Breaking ball above the zone. 2-1. Another 65-mile-per-hour pitch on the breaking ball from Van Beek. 2-1 pitch. Foul tipped into the mitt. Throwback to third as Reed was taken off towards second. Reed with some speed as he snags second. First stolen base of the season for Reed, and now 2 in scoring position with 2 outs and a 2-2 count to Gebhardt. The pitch hits him. It's the third hit by pitch of the inning.
Now batting.
And now Gage Bruce will come back up. Singled to start this inning, came in to score on the 3-run home run by Elijah Maris. First pitch to Bruce, near his back ankle. 1-0. So Bruce, the Portland product, at the plate with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Chance to add on to this lead of already 4. Bruce lines it hard to left field. Shedlock can't get up to it. It bounces off his hip. Around third is Reed. Sliding to third is Gebhardt. The ball gets away, and now Gebhardt will break to the plate, and he'll come in and score. Bases clearing hit for Gage Bruce. As an error is on the board, credited to Shedlock. And the lead is now 7-0 Springfield. So Weber in from third, Reed around from second, and Gebhardt from first to home. And now the inning continues with the 11th batter of the inning in Brandon Stinnett. First pitch, Stinnett takes a strike, 0-1. Been a long inning for Van Beek, and we were wondering about how the pitching was going to be today with the amount of pitchers used yesterday in the game. Especially on Bellingham's side. They really gave it their all trying to win the game. 0-1 in for a strike, 1-1 yesterday for Bellingham. They used a total of 7 pitchers. Well, technically 6, and then the last pitcher, Roman Martin, the shortstop, he went out there and threw, and he ended up picking up the loss, but still 7 different players threw a pitch yesterday. Pitch high, throw down to third. Bruce is out. He slid off the bag, and he's retired for the final out. So, the Drifters bring 11 to the plate. They score 7, none left stranded after 5 hits in an error. What an inning that was offensively for Springfield. As we go to the top of the second, 7-0, Drifters leading here on the Drifters live stream.
And no one left on base for the Drifters heading into the top of the second. Gabe Henderson.
7-0 the score as we begin the top of the second inning. Aiden Gabhart delivers a first pitch that's bounced to the left side. Diving play for Maris. He gets up, throws on the grass to first base. Paisano picks it. Have yourself a couple of half innings, Elijah Maris. First the record-setting home run, then the diving play at short for out number one. It's now 1 out, nobody on, 7-0 here in the top of the second as Anthony Kadama comes to the plate after the ground out by Gabe Henderson. Kadama takes a first pitch strike, 0-1. 70 on the inside corner from Gabhart. So 1-1 from Gabhart. He threw 15 pitches in the first inning. And now all of a sudden his offense has given him a 7-run cushion. Kadama fouls it off and goes behind 0-2. Kadama, left-handed hitter from Bothell, Washington, now playing at Southern Illinois Carbondale after a couple of years at Edmonds College. 0-2 off the edge of the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kadama. 242 average this season, 11 RBIs, a home run, a triple, and 5 doubles. 1-2. Connected with a couple of equipment. I think the catcher's mask, maybe the umpire, maybe the bat. And now Reed's going to take a second to go out there and talk things over with Gebhardt. I think what actually happened was the ball just connected with Reed's helmet. He just didn't see the ball coming in, and all of a sudden got a wake-up call right off the cage. Two balls and 2 strikes with an out in the 7-0 game. 2-2. Fouled away. Do it one more time. Kadama batted .219 this past season at SIU Carbondale. 21 hits, 5 doubles, and a home run. Gabhart kicks, deals. 2-2 right back to him. Fields it on 1 hop as he squats low to field and then throws over to first base to retire Kadama for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down to start the second inning, and now Jorge Oliveira will come to the plate. Oliveira, right-handed hitter from Puerto Rico. 244 average this season for Jorge. Hits in his last 3 games. Gabhart's first pitch. Bounce foul. 0-1. So Gabhart, he really wanted more action offensively, and I think that was a big reason why he left the team. He was being utilized more as a pitcher. He pitched in 7 games, all out of the bullpen. Had some successful outings, had some not successful outings. An 8.75 ERA, but has looked strong so far. The 0-1 lifted in the air towards right field. It's slicing foul. Paisano was chasing after it and couldn't get up to it. No balls and 2 strikes. Gabhart looking for his first strikeout. The 0-2 pitch, rolled foul. So do the 0-2 one more time. So Gabhart making the transition to Division I. Did a good job hitting .224 with Lane this past year, a two-way player, always useful for any program. The 0-2, high. 1-2, and especially in the WCL, especially for this final series, you're scrambling, you're trying to find players to be able to utilize, and well, the Drifters have found a pitcher and a hitter at the same time. And Gabhart with his speed also contributing on the base paths. 1-2, bounce right back to him, and I feel like I'm having deja vu. Throws it to first for the final out. Oliveira and Kadama both ground out to Gebhardt to end the inning after the ground out from Henderson to short. 3 up, 3 down here on the top of the second. Going to the bottom of 2, 7-0. Springfield leading here on the Drifters live stream.
Looking for dinner, a snack, or something sweet? Visit our concessions located inside our ballpark down the first and third baseline. Now batting, number 25, Brandon Stinnett.
Brandon Stinnett leading things off. First pitch from Nathan Van Beek, taken outside. 1 ball and no strikes to Stinnett. Stinnett saw 3 pitches last inning and then has to come back up to the plate after Gage Bruce was caught stealing. Stinnett bounces the ball up the middle softly. Backhand at second by Henderson. The throw to first base late. And Stinnett legs it out for an infield single. It was just tapped 60 off the bat.
Number 9,
But Stinnett gets the first base, and now Elijah Maris will come to the plate. So Stinnett, Maris, and Kinsey to start this inning. 2, 3, and 4. Second time through the order, and it's only the bottom of the second. Maris takes outside, throw back to first. Stinnett back there safely. Maris, his 5th home run of the season, his first time up last inning. A 3-run home run that broke the game open, and all of a sudden it's now 7-0, and Springfield has a chance to add on to their lead. Stinnett on the move, pitch out, throw down to second, well in time. Good throw from Connor Smith. Bells were anticipating it, and Stinnett's thrown out. Laughing because I just heard somebody in the Bellingham Bells dugout just do the Sports Center dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, as Maris launches it towards left field. Going back is Maloney. He dives, and anybody make a decision, they call him out. It felt like forever. Cruz and Zielinski, they were just standing there, and it looked like Maloney was just on the ground, and nobody was making up their mind. And then eventually, you hear a loud out from Zielinski behind the plate. So a nice play in center field from Maloney as Kedron Kinsey takes a strike, 0-1. Kinsey lined out to left his first time up. Takes outside 1-1. Rocketed it though, 101 off the bat. It was just a tough line out to Shedlock, former Springfield Drifter. And another hit by pitch. That is the 4th hit by pitch allowed from Nathan Van Beek.
Number 17, Jacob Richardson.
So now Jacob Richardson will dig in. Ripped a double off the left field wall, his first time up. And now takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. So a much better second inning for Van Beek, even though he's allowed a single and a hit by pitch. 2 outs and a runner at first, just an out away from getting out of this inning without allowing a run, which would be the accomplishment after giving up 7 in the first. No balls, 1 strike. Van Beek will throw back to first base. Van Beek at Union College started 1 game, went 0-3 this past season in 8 innings. He allowed 17 earned runs, breaking ball well outside. 1-1. 63 miles per hour on the off-speed pitch from Van Beek. Southpaw from Bow, Washington, out in Skagit County. 1-1. Upstairs. 2-1. So Kinsey at first base. Richardson at the plate. 2-1 to Richardson. High. 3-1. So Richardson is second game with the Springfield Drifters. 1 for 3 yesterday, coming off the bench and now gets the start. 3-1 to him. High. And he's worked a walk. Now a little bit of a 2-out rally for Springfield. They by pitch and a walk, putting 2 aboard here in the bottom of the second.
Sam Weber.
Weber, 2 RBI double, his first time up, last inning. First pitch to him. Breaking ball outside, 1-0. I mean, Sam's been on a tear. Now 4 doubles and 18 hits to start his Springfield Drifter career. 1-0. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. So Weber a good start. Right-handed hitter from Gresham, Oregon. Went to Barlow High School. 2-0. Lined past the diving Kadama at third. And they say foul. I think it landed pretty foul. The question was whether or not it went off of Kadama's mitt. But it is credited as a foul ball. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Outside. 3-1. So 3-1 to Weber. Kadama at third. Keeping an eye on Kinsey. We'll see if the runners are on the move, if the Drifters are aggressive once again. Van Beek's 3-1. Swing and a miss by Weber. 3-2. Weber chasing on a pitch, elevated high from Van Beek. So full count, 2 outs. The pitch to Weber. Popped a mile in the sky towards foul territory, third base side, and Kadama lost it. Drops foul. So we'll do the 3-2 one more time to Weber, the LC State product. Only appeared in 2 games, but I think that the Warriors found themselves quite the star in Weber. Can do it all for them. Play infield, play outfield. We'll see how they utilize him. Van Beek will toss it back towards second. Kinsey back there safely. Kedron Kinsey yesterday, a couple of stolen bases for him. He had 2. He's had 3 in the past 2 games, and, well, he's now up to 7 stolen bases this season. You don't really think of Kedron Kinsey being a bag stealer, but here he is. 3-2, fouled back. Do it again. So Weber fouling off a couple with 2 strikes. Full count with 2 outs and 2 on here in the bottom of the second. Deuces everywhere. Half pitch. Weber pops it up towards the first base side and out of play. So now 3 foul offs with 2 strikes as Weber has just worked this at bat. This will be the 9th pitch of the at bat from Van Beek. He only threw 23 pitches in the first inning despite giving up the 7 runs. The 3-2 offering. Weber takes called strike 3. Van Beek gets his first strikeout and leaves 2 stranded after 1 hit in the inning. We'll go on to the 3rd inning. It is 7-0, Drifters leading here on the Drifters live stream.
What's up, Drifters Nation? I'm down on the field with Hudson and Jonathan. And Hudson and Jonathan are going to be playing an amazing game of cornhole. Are you guys ready? All right, let's get started. All right, they're going to get 20 seconds to score as many in the hole as possible. Are you ready to cheer them on? All right, 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, here we go. Ooh, tied up. We got 10 seconds left. Let's go. Go, go, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Let's see who scored the most. How many points for Hudson?
I got 5 over here.
How many points for John?
1.
Your winner is Hudson. Thank you so much for playing.
Thank you, Rachel. Now batting for the Bells, number 3, Connor Smith.
Top of the 3rd inning, 7-0 the score. Aiden Gabhart goes back to work as the left-hander throws a first pitch that's fouled away by Connor Smith. 0-1. So 8-9-1 due up for the Bells. So far, only 1 walk offensively for Bellingham. The 0-1 looked at low, 1 ball and 1 strike. So Connor Smith batting here, sophomore at Santa Clara, transferring from Sierra College. Right-handed hitter batting .226 this season. Swings and misses. 1-2. 26 hits, 2 home runs, 4 doubles this season for Smith. His first game of the series. 1-2. Bounces in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Smith spent this past year at Sierra College. Alec Gums territory. Gums now working in analytics for the Drifters, really doing it all. Baseball operations, and he sat next to me a lot of times this season. Bouncer up the middle, backhand by Weber. Another Stinnett. And it's going to be an infield hit for Connor Smith. So now Cole Morosky will come to the plate. Morosky, the shortstop today. Middle infielder from Edmonds digs in with the runner at first after the first hit of the game for Bellingham goes to Connor Smith. Gabhard delivers the first pitch up and inside, 1-0. The 1-0. Grounded to the left side. Kinsey Fields goes to 2 for 1. Stinnett's throw to first base. Double play! Around the horn. 5-4-3 DP. So now 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the order, Trent Maloney to the plate. Maloney a ground out to short to start the game. So Gebhard working efficiently. 7 pitches, 2 outs here in the top of the third. Now first pitch, taken down and away from Maloney. 1-0. So Maloney, the leadoff hitter from Fresno Pacific. 49th game this season for Bellingham. 1-0. Taken down low. 2-0 from Maloney from Los Banos, California. The upper San Joaquin Valley. Multi-hit games in 4 of the last 5 games. Lines this one to center field, and he has his first hit of the game. Second hit for the Bells. Maloney now 1 for 2, and now Jason Shedlock, the former Drifter, will dig in. Kind of fun. It's like the reunion tour. I mean, Aiden Gebhard's back. We also have Brandon Reed back for Springfield. Saw Cade Chris here yesterday. It's like we're getting the squad back together. First pitch to Shedlock as he pops it up towards center field. Bruce in to make the catch for the final out. And, well, last week we had Jace Miller come, and we also had Cole Callan come and play against the Drifters. Former Drifters, now Bend Elks, and now Shedlock here today. But he pops up to center field for the final out. Couple of hits, 1 left stranded, no runs and no errors. Going to the bottom of the third, 7-0 the score. Springfield leading here on the Drifters live stream.
Don't forget to grab your Drifters gear before it's going, gone. Visit the Drifters merchandise store located by the north entrance and be part of the Drifters crew for the 2024 season. With a great selection of styles and sizes, you're sure to find the perfect gear for the entire family. Now batting, number 44, Kale Paisano.
Bottom of the third inning, it is 7-0 Springfield with the lead. Gale Paisano leads things off and takes the first pitch outside. 1 ball and no strikes to Paisano. Paisano, a pop-up behind the plate, his first time up. Now swings, pops the ball up towards left field. Charging in is Shedlock, and he makes the catch. Out number 1. Man, Shedlock's been busy today. It's been, what, 6, 7 balls hit towards left field? It feels like it's been a welcome back to Springfield moment for Mr. Shedlock. And now Brandon Reed will dig in, the switch hitter. Batting as a righty here, the lefty Nathan Van Beek still on the bump. First pitch, Reed bounces it to the third base side, foul, 0-1. So Van Beek last inning, despite giving up a single, a hit by pitch, and a walk, didn't allow a run. They kept it 7-0. The offense starting to get going for Bellingham. 2 hits in the last inning, but still no runs. Reed takes inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. I think right now, if you're Springfield, you just got to keep adding on to the lead. Even 7 runs is not enough. 1-1. Reed launches it towards left field, and it lands down in the corner for a base hit. It goes off the wall as Shedlock picks it up, and Reed ends up at second with another double. So Reed gets his first double of the day, first double of the season at that, in Springfield.
Now batting, number 4, Aiden.
Their 4th extra base hit. They have 7 hits today, 3 doubles, and 1 home run. So now Aiden Gebhard to the plate, hit by a pitch, his first time up. First pitch, Gebhard. Shows bunt and misses it, 0-1. So now Gebhard down 0-1. trying to add on to his lead. I mean, he's been doing a good job on the mound. Can help himself out here. Throw back towards second. Van Beek's really been keeping an eye on the base runners today. Springfield, I think the surprising stat for me entering today was, well, Springfield's up to 5th now in stolen bases after their big day on the base paths yesterday. They moved from 9th to 5th in stolen bases. The 0-1 inside, 1-1. I mean, that's a big jump. 4 spots in one day. Drifters were running wild in that wild 12-inning game. Featured everything. Van Beek looks back twice before coming to the plate, and Gebhard fouls it off. 1 ball and 1 strike. So Gebhard, the 9-hole hitter, wrapping up the second time through the order. Gage Bruce on deck, the top of the order. Chance for him to come to the plate and bat for the 3rd time in as many innings. 1-2. Gebhard thought about offering on the breaking ball down and away, and it misses from Van Beek. 2-2. And you like the breaking stuff from Van Beek. I mean, that time 15 inches of horizontal break, 6 inches of vertical break. You just need to try to locate it a little bit more. 2-2. Gebhard slices it foul behind the plate. We'll do it again. Two balls and 2 strikes. Reed at second. Pitch to Gebhard. High. 3-2. So good at bat for Gebhard. 7th pitch of the at bat upcoming to the left-handed hitter, the DH and pitcher today for Springfield. Has a chance to add on another run to him. Help him out a little bit. 3-2. Fouls it back. And he stays alive. Gebhard's cruised through 3 innings on the mound. Now starting his second time through the order, and well, he's only thrown 38 pitches through the first 3 innings. Only 2 hits, no runs. We'll take that. Yeah, pitch. Gebhard lines it to right field, and it's down for a base hit. Reed's going to be held up at 3rd. And Gebhard has a single to put runners on the corners here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Now batting, number 19, Gage Bruce.
Great at bat for Aiden Gebhard. 8-pitch battle ends in a single. And now Gage Bruce, who's 2 for 2 with 2 singles, will bat with runners on the corners. Springfield up to 8 hits. Love to see it. Yesterday, Springfield had 18 hits in the game. Bruce takes a strike, 0-1. 18 hits, 13 runs yesterday. Bellingham had 15 hits and 12 runs yesterday. The 0-1, Bruce fouls it back. 0-2, and I think that's why Springfield can't just be content at just 7 runs coming in, knowing that Bellingham scored 12 runs yesterday. For granted, did go to extras. Not a ton of runs scored in extra innings. Throw back to first base. Both teams were scoreless in the 10th and 11th inning. Springfield had a couple of opportunities. They had a leadoff triple by Brandon Stinnett in the 11th inning. They couldn't score. They actually gave up the lead the next inning in the 12th, and things looked pretty grim for Springfield before rallying, scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the 12th. Throw back to first. Gebhard back there safely. Van Beek definitely keeping an eye on Gebhard with his speed. Gebhard, 5 stolen bases this season, had 2 yesterday. 0-2. Gebhard on the move. Bruce pops it up to shallow right field. Going back and making the catch is Henderson, and Gebhard's going to be doubled up. So the hit and run doesn't pay off on the pop-up in the infield. And the P4-3 DP ends the inning. No runs, 2 hits, 1 left stranded, and no errors. Going to the 4th, 7-0 Springfield here on the Drifters live stream.
runs, 2 hits, 1 left on for the Drifters as we head into the top of the 4th. Now batting for the Bells, number 11, Nate Kirkpatrick.
Seven to nothing Springfield as we begin the 4th inning. Nate Kirkpatrick, Jacob Mejia, and Gabe Henderson due up, facing off against Aiden Gabhart, second time through the order. The southpaw delivers low. 1 ball and no strike to Kirkpatrick, who flew out to right field his first time up. Kirkpatrick came in today 7th in the league in batting average, 3rd in doubles, 8th in RBIs this season. It's been a heck of a year for Kirkpatrick. Right-handed hitter from Surrey, BC. Takes the 1-0 for a strike, 1-1. Kirkpatrick heading to VCU next season. At St. Mary's the last 2 years, and a WCL veteran, his 3rd season in the league. Fouls it back. 1-2. Second season in Bellingham, spent his first year with the Ridgefield Raptors back in 2022. Actually faced off against the Drifters twice in that 2022 season. Then went to Bellingham last year. A lot more action for the Bells than the Raptors. Only 19 games in 2022 with the Raptors. 40 games last season, and even more this season. He has a 2-2 count from Gebhard this season. This is game number 53 of the year for Kirkpatrick. Played in every game. 2-2. Outside, 3-2. I mean, this is game number 53 of the season for the Bells, and Kirkpatrick's played in every single one of them. It's quite a streak. 3-2. Lines it towards right field. Going back is Richardson, and he looks up and watches it go off the wall. He collects on 2 hops. Now he botches it twice before finding it, spinning, and throwing it in past Maris to third base. So Kirkpatrick ends up with a double, his 16th of the season, which ties him for the league high, depending on what happens elsewhere in the WCL. The lead league entering today was 16, and that's where Kirkpatrick finds himself now. So now Jacob Mejia will come to the plate. After the 3rd hit of the game for the Bells, is now Bellingham has a chance to get on the board. First pitch, Mejia lines it hard towards center field. Bruce giving chase. He can't get to it. It 1 hops off the wall. Kirkpatrick in around 3rd. He'll come in and score on the RBI double by Jacob Mejia. 11th double and 38th RBI this season for Mejia. One of the top RBI getters in the WCL. Adds on to his total. Just like that, back-to-back doubles bring in the first run of the game for the Bells. And the lead down to 6. No need to panic just yet, but it is a new development. There has been a run scored by the Bells. 99 off the bat of Mejia on that last line drive, and now Henderson looks at the first pitch for a strike from Gebhardt, 0-1. So now 4 hits and 1 run for the Bellingham Bells. Their defense, 2 errors today, rare errors for Bellingham. I mean, they had a lot of errors yesterday as well. Gebhardt misses outside, 1-1. Yesterday, the Bells had 3 errors, now up to 2. They've had 5 errors in this series, and well, they're the top defense in the WCL. Just hasn't been their series, and they were the top defense by a substantial margin. They came in with a .978 fielding percentage and only 43 errors on the season coming into today. And, well, they're leaps and bounds above everybody else. 1-1 outside, 2-1. The next best fielding percentage down from .978 is .972. And the next fewest errors is 54. They enter today with 43. I mean, that's a large lead at the top of the leaderboard for fielding percentage and errors this season. But it just hasn't been their weekend. Or week. Feels like a weekend. A rare Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday series to end the season. 2-1 from Gebhardt. Outside. 3 balls and 1 strike to Gabe Anderson. The 3-1 pitch. High. And it's a walk.
Now batting number 6, Anthony Kodama.
So Anthony Kodama will come to the plate with 2 on and nobody out here on the top of the 4th. Springfield leading 7-1. Drifters were leading 7-0, and now all of a sudden Bellingham with some offense the second time through the order. Gebhardt just 1 out the second time through the order. He's allowed 3 hits and a walk to the first 5 batters the second time through. Kodama 0 for 1, a ground out right back to Gebhardt, his first time up. Pair of 1-3 ground outs in that inning. First pitch. Lines it towards center field, and it's down for a base hit. Bruce fields it on 1 hop, throws it in. Paisano cuts it off. Bases loaded, nobody out for the Bells. Here in the top of the 4th inning. The Bells offense has awoken. So now Jorge Oliveira will come to the plate. Alan Embry trots out there. Clapping his hands, I mean, seems to be a little bit happy, bouncing around out there. I mean, why wouldn't you be? Your team's leading by 6 right now. You scored 7 runs in the 1st inning. Now it's up to Gebhardt to try to sustain that here. So Reed, Gebhardt, and Embry all in for a conversation. And Zelensky races out there and tells them, cut it out, it's over. Bases loaded, nobody out here in the top of the 4th. Oliveira swings and fouls off the first pitch to him, 0-1. So Gebhardt already allowing 1 run in this inning. It was the RBI double from Jacob Mejia. Looking for a ground ball. Corners playing in, middle playing at double play depth. 0-1 from Gebhardt. Laced to center field. Bruce back a few steps, but he makes the catch on the line drive. He'll throw it towards third. Maros cuts it off, and in to score from third base is Mejia. As the Bells score their 2nd run of the inning on the sacrifice fly by Jorge Oliveira.
Now batting number 3, Connor Smith.
96 off the bat. He hit it pretty hard, just right to Bruce. And now it's a 5-run game, 7-2. So here's Connor Smith, singled to start the party last inning for the Bells. Had the first hit of the game, and all of a sudden you look up, they have 5 hits. Throw back to first, back there safely is Kadama. Drifters looking for a double play here. First pitch, fouled off, 0-1. Already one double play, it came last inning, a 5-4-3 double play around the horn. Looking for another here with Smith at the plate. Catcher heading out to Santa Clara next season. 0-1. Lined right to Maris. He leaps and makes the catch. Throw back to first base. Hits the runner. Somehow ended up in Paisano's hand. But Smith lines out too short for the second out. Cole Morosky will now dig in. He was the one that hit into that double play last inning. And now Morosky, the right-handed hitter from Edmonds, will stand in with runners on the corners. 2 outs in a 7-2 ball game. Gebhardt throws back to first, and he has the pickoff. In a pickle now is Kadama, who gets tagged out right before the runner in Henderson can come home. So that'll do it for the inning. 7-2 the score as we go to the bottom of the fourth after 3 hits and 2 runs and 1 left stranded. No errors defensively.
2 runs.
Drifters leading by 5 here on the Drifters live stream.
Fans, please be aware that baseballs can fly into our stands and concourse at any time. We ask that you exercise vigilance against being hit by batted or thrown balls. Parents, please safeguard the welfare of young children accompanying you to the game. Stay up to date with the Springfield Drifters all season long by following your team on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Drifters B-Ball. You can also follow us on YouTube at Drifters Baseball. Now batting, number 25, Brandon Stinnett.
Brandon Stinnett leading things off. The 2-hole hitter takes high. 1-0 from Nathan Van Beek. Still out there after 60 pitches in the first 3 innings for the left-hander from Bo. But he misses high on pitch number 61 to Stinnett. 1-0 pitch. Drops inside, maybe a little bit low as well. 2-0 to Stinnett. 7-2 the score. Springfield with the lead. 2 runs coming in the top half of the inning for Bellingham, and now the Drifters look to respond, leading by 5. 2-0, hit up the middle by Stinnett, and he has his second hit today. Brandon Stinnett has turned into a sure-handed hitter in his last 4 games, including this one. He has multi-hit efforts.
Number 9.
And he now has 9 hits in the last 4 games. This has come out of nowhere. Before this stretch, he was batting as low as 150. And now he looks to be above the Mendoza line after coming into this one 197 and going 2 for 2 to start with a hit by pitch. Up and away, 1 ball and no strikes to Elijah Maris. And well, so now he's also walked 17 times. The on-base percentage has been there. The on-base percentage entering today, 326, but now all of a sudden the stick's starting to come around and Stinnette's swinging it pretty good. Drifters would have loved that offense a little bit more at the beginning of the season, but they'll take it here in the late year. A chance to win a series here today. 2-0, Maris pops it up towards the first base side, and it's made over the shoulder, a catch by Mejia. That was a long run, and didn't look like he was going to get to it, and all of a sudden he looks over his left shoulder, and he's able to twist his body enough to make the catch. Out number 1. Runner at first, 1 out, 7-2 the score, bottom of the 4th. And now Kedron Kinsey will dig in. Line down to left field, hit by a pitch. Looking for his first hit. Kinsey takes a strike. 0-1. That one looked well outside. A good frame job by Smith. The 0-1. Kinsey pops it up towards right field. Oliveira makes the catch. Out number 2. After the first inning, Van Beek's settled in. He's done a good job. I mean, he's only allowed 4 hits, but no runs since that disastrous 7-run inning on just 5 hits and 2 errors. First pitch to Jacob Richardson. Popped out of play. 0-1, Richardson, 1 for 1. Double, run scored in the first. Walked his last time up. Runner on the move, 0-1. Gets past Smith and sliding into second safely is Stinnette. Stinnette now 2 for 3 on the day in stolen bases, up to now 7 on the season. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Richardson. Had 2 RBIs yesterday in his Drifters debut. And now launches the 1-1 pretty deep out towards left field. Maloney was able to track it down in the alleyway and make the catch for the final out. Good contact, driven 334 feet to left center field, but an even better defensive play from Maloney to able to track it down for the final out. 1 hit, 1 left stranded, no runs and no errors. Going to the 5th, 7-2 the score here on the Drifters live stream.
What's up, Drifters Nation? I'm down on the field with my parents, John and Liz, and today we're going to test their Drifters trivia knowledge. Are you guys ready? Yeah. All right, your first question is, what is the name of the league that the Drifters play in?
West Coast League.
That is correct. Okay, here we go. All right, this next question is pretty hard. What's the name of the Drifters mascot?
Rapid?
That is also correct. All right, super, super tricky. How many home games are left this season?
1.
Woo! 3 for 3. And if you come out tomorrow, all concessions are half price while supplies last. So come out and support. Thank you so much for playing.
So a new pitcher in the game for Springfield. Austin Wolf's first pitch is fouled away. 0-1 to Cole Morosky. So Austin Wolf making his Drifters debut here today. Second to last game of the season, and Mr. Wolf is here today. Trying to come in and keep it a 5-run game. 7-2 the score. Top of the fifth as Wolf misses high, 1-0. And if you're wondering where Wolf is from, just take a guess. You'd probably be right. It is Bushnell University. Another beacon joining the squad for Springfield as the left-hander misses up and away, 2-1. Wolf, 6 foot, 200 pounds, a left-hander from Beaverton, Oregon. Went to Mountainside High School. Lefty misses outside, 3-1. Comes in for Aiden Gebhard. 4 innings pitched for Gebhard, the Northern Colorado commit. 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, no strikeouts, and 55 pitches through the 4 innings. 3-1 pitch, popped in the air by Morosky out towards right field. Diving play in right field, not made. It was a heck of an effort for Richardson. It may have hit the mitt, but it drops down for a hit. And Morosky is aboard with his first hit today after grounding into a double play his first time up. So now the top of the order, Trent Maloney will come to the plate. Runner at first, nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. And Wolf asks for the rosin bag. They tossed it to him, and he couldn't catch it. He has to go track it down.
Now pitching for the Drifters, number 41, Austin Wolf.
Wolf ready. First pitch. Down and inside. 1 ball and no strikes to Maloney. Single and a ground out so far for Maloney. Infield at double play depth. 1-0 from Wolf. In the zone for a strike, 1-1. So Wolf just wrapped up his freshman season at Bushnell. Now back here playing in his home ballpark. 5.09 ERA this past season for the Beacons in his first year as a collegiate pitcher. 1-1. Sliced foul. 1-2. 5-2 record with the 5.09 ERA in 14 appearances and 7 starts. He also had a save on the season. There's 26 earned runs in 46 innings pitched. 44 strikeouts, only 25 walks. Did a good job in his freshman campaign. The 1-2. Oof. That looked like it hurt. Maloney pops up and tosses the bat. So a single and a hit by pitch put 2 aboard. Here on the top of the 5th, 7-2 the score. Springfield with the lead, and after 2 runs scored last inning for Bellingham, it made it closer. Drifters trying to hold on to that 7-run first inning lead. And now Jason Shedlock will have to wait as Maloney's testing out the hip at first base, and he gives a double thumbs up. He was so sure he was okay. He didn't need just one thumb. He needed both thumbs up. So 2 on, nobody out. Top of the 5th, 7-2 the score. Drifters still leading. Wolf misses high. 1-0. So Shedlock, a walk and a pop-up so far, and has returned to Springfield. Going up against Austin Wolf here today. Left-hander at Mountainside, first-team All-Metro League pitcher. Delivers a 1-0 for a strike, able to connect with the chest of Shedlock. 1-1. One ball and 1 strike. Shedlock shows bunt. Bunt towards the first base side and foul off the toe of Shedlock. 1-2, so the sacrifice hit doesn't pay off. Yesterday it was the Bells with 3 sacrifice hits, all in the 9th inning or later. A team that is 11th in the league in sacrifice hits this season, but They were able to utilize it late yesterday, and it paid off in the 9th inning, scoring 2 runs on 2 sacrifice hits. 1-2. Outside. 2-2. So Wolf with throwing to Reed today. Gets to work with his catcher at Bushnell. 2-2. Foul tipped. Stays alive. Wolf actually threw last year in 1 game for the Drifters. He saw 3 batters and retired them all in an 18-2 victory for the Drifters against Port Angeles. That was the largest win in Springfield Drifter history. And that sweep of the lefties, first sweep as well in Drifters history. 2-2. Up and inside the Shedlock. Able to duck out of the way and avoid it. Three balls and 2 strikes. Now pitch, swing and a miss. A strikeout for Wolf. Able to blow 86 past Shedlock. Gets a much needed out number 1.
Now batting number 11, Nate Kirkpatrick.
So now Nate Kirkpatrick comes to the plate. Double and a run scored last inning. 1 of 3 hits and 2 runs in the inning for the Bells. Wolf out of the stretch. Kirkpatrick drills the ball to left field, and it lands fair down the corner. Coming around third and in to score is Morosky. Racing around third is Maloney, and he'll get in safely. It's a 2 RBI double for Nate Kirkpatrick. And he came into the day 3rd in the league in doubles. And he might just have first place by the end of it. After now 2 doubles in this game. And he was only 1 behind the league entering the day, and now has his 2nd. Bring in 2 runs, and Springfield's lead of 7 is down to 3. That was rocketed 99 off the bat. Now runner in scoring position, 1 out, double play out of question as Mejia takes up and inside, 1-0. Mejia also an RBI double, his last time up. Fly out before that, a 1-for-2 day for Mejia. Who's looked impressive this week against Springfield. 1-0. Popped in the air towards center field. Bruce drifts back. On his heels, he makes the catch, throws it towards third. But tagging at second and going to third base is Kirkpatrick. 2 away. Now Gabe Henderson will come to the plate.
Now batting number 28, Gabe Henderson.
Henderson, a walk and a ground out so far. Runner at third, 2 outs, 3-run game. Bellingham's crawled their way back. First pitch. Henderson takes high, 1-0. Some fan in attendance was pretty adamant that was a strike. 1-0. In for a strike. And now he's encouraging the umpire, Ryan Zielinski, to do more of that. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Henderson, Fresno Pacific player from Sacramento. Pops up the 1-1 towards the left side. Elijah Maris, the shortstop, makes the catch for the final out. Well, 2 runs come in on 2 hits, 1 left stranded, no errors defensively. Halfway through this game, it is 7-4 here on the Drifters live stream.
For the Bells as we head into the bottom of the 5th. Fans, today is the second of our 3-game series against the Bellingham Bells. Come back for the last game tomorrow, where every concession item will be half priced. You can check out our full schedule at driftersbaseball.com. Now pitching for the Bells, number 36, Braden Mason. Now batting for the Drifters, number 26, Sam Weber.
Sam Weber leading things off, bottom of the 5th inning at 7-4. New pitcher in the game for the Bellingham Bells is the first pitch from Braden Mason is swung on and missed by Weber. 0-1, and Weber asks for more tar. So he calls times and asks for a better grip. No batting gloves for Sam. You got to respect that. I mean, the wood bat and all, no batting gloves. Pulled up socks, and he just looks like a baseball player. I mean, he is old school as they come. Braden Mason coming in for Nathan Van Beek. Van Beek, 4 innings pitched, 9 hits, 7 runs, 6 were earned with 1 walk, 4 hit by pitches, a strikeout, and 70 total pitches. Pitch outside, 1 ball and 1 strike from Mason. Mason's 1-1. Popped foul by Weber. Got a hold of it, just launched it well out of play. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Weber. Strikeout and a 2 RBI double so far for Sam. 1-2 from Mason. Bends inside, almost hit Weber, but it does not. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Most of the damage to Van Beek in that first inning. Springfield has not scored since the first inning. They've seen their lead of 7 dwindle down to 3 as Weber swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt. And a strikeout to start for Braden Mason, who just wrapped up his high school career at Mount Baker High School.
Now batting, number 44, Kale Paisano.
Kale Paisano to the plate. Left-handed hitter heading off to Oregon next season. Facing off against Mason. First pitch. Outside 1-0. Mason lost his footing out there on the mound. Brandon Reed on deck. 6, 7, 8. Due out for the Drifters in this inning. Bellingham, 2 runs scored in the last 2 innings. 1-0, down and away. 2 balls and no strikes. So Mason just wrapped up at Mount Baker High School. A 4.32 ERA. 27 strikeouts, only 9 walks. 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0. He had a 4.32 ERA, a whip of 1.32 in 22 and 2/3 innings. And a record of, unfortunately, just 0-4. 3-0. In the zone for a strike. Whew. They will connect with the knees. 3-1. Foul back. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls and 2 strikes. As Nason pauses and fires. Paisano pops it up towards shallow left field. Tracking it down is Morosky, who makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, number 15, Brandon Reed.
So now Brandon Reed will come to the plate, hit by a pitch and a double so far. Reed sees the first pitch, miss low. 1 ball and no strikes. So Reed, good first game back, starting behind the plate. Having the double already. Let's see if he can stay hot. 1-0. In for a strike, 1-1. Reed from Salem, Oregon, went to Salem Academy. Takes outside, 2-1. Bushnell, founding father with the team for the entirety of the program's existence. 2-1. Looks at it for a strike, 2-2. He could have gone to Corbin. His dad went to Corbin. Reed decided to go to Bushnell, pave his own path, and that's where he is. 2-2. Dribbles it to the left side. Picking it up is Kadama. The throw to first base in time. And the Drifters go 3 up, 3 down here in the 5th. Going to the 6th, 7-4 the score here on the Drifters live stream.
Down for the Drifters heading into the top of the 6th. Special shout out to all our Drifters Helping Kids sponsors. This year, all kids 17 and under will get into the game for free this summer. Do you want to be like a drifter? Well, you can train like a drifter. Come work out with our players at West Coast Strength here in Eugene. West Coast Strength is our workout partner, and they could be yours. Visit them at their Delta Center location, and who knows, you might be a drifter ball player someday. Now batting for the Bells, number 6, Anthony Kodama.
Austin Wolf begins this inning with a first pitch strike, 0-1. Anthony Kodama, Jorge Oliveira, and Connor Smith due up for the Bells. Wolf back in the zone, 0-2. So Kodama up for the 3rd time, a 1-for-2, single and a ground out. Wolf, his 2nd inning of work. The left-hander's 0-2, just a bit low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Wolf gave up 2 runs on 2 hits last inning. Looking for a better 6th inning with the team leading 7-4. Breaking ball flared out towards shallow left field. Back a few steps is Elijah Maris as he catches it for out number 1.
Now batting, number 10, Jorge Oliveira.
Brings up Jorge Oliveira. Oliveira, the international prospect from Puerto Rico. San Juan, his hometown. takes the first pitch in the turf, 1-0. Oliveira sac fly his last time up, grounded out to the pitcher before that. Drifters leading after 5 innings, trying to hang on. Foul back, 1-1. It was 7 runs in the first inning on 5 hits. Had a lot of help from Nathan Van Beek, who had 4 hit by pitches. Drifters were able to capitalize and score 7 runs. 1-1 pitch. Flared out towards right field. Richardson makes the catch. Out number 2. It's a lot more efficient. 7 pitches, 2 outs to start this inning for Wolf. And now Connor Smith will dig in. Line out to short and a single so far. Wolf's first pitch. Popped out towards second. Stinnett makes the catch. And that'll do it for the Bells. 3 up, 3 down they go. We go to the bottom of 6. 7-4. Drifters leading here on the Drifters live stream.
3 up, 3 down for the Bells. As the Drifters remain in the lead, 7-4, heading into the bottom of the 6th. Now batting for the Drifters, number 4, Aiden Gebhard.
Aiden Gebhard leading things off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 7-4 the score. Drifters leading. First pitch from Raven Nason. This is down low to Gebhard. 1-0. 9-1-2 due up. Gebhard, the 9-hole hitter. 1 for 1 with a hit by pitch and a single. Shows bunt, bunts it foul. 1-1. Gebhard trying to use his speed to get aboard. Drifters leading by 3 here on the bottom of the 6th. Trying to score some more runs. Scored all 7 runs in the first. Looking for more offense. 1-1. Bounce to the right side. On a few hops, it's a tough play for Henderson, who fields, throws it over the head of Mejia at first base. But Gebhard staying at first after Connor Smith backed up the play. Going to go down as a hit regardless. Gebhard with his speed able to beat it.
Number 19, Gage Bruce.
So now Gage Bruce will come to the plate. 2 singles, grounded into a double play his last time up. See if he can get his 3rd hit after the leadoff single for Gebhard. Now 10 hits today for Springfield. First pitch, Gebhard on the move. Bruce bounces it to the left side. Diving play at third by Kadame. Gets up, throws the first, and the pick not made by Mejia. It was a good defensive play for Kadama to dive and stop it. And it goes down as an error. D5, and now Brandon Stinnett up with 2 on and nobody out here on the bottom of the 6th. Stinnett, 2 for 2 with a hit by pitch. Looking for a go 3 for 3. Had 3 hits yesterday. See if we can make it back-to-back 3-hit days. Shows bunt, bunts it to the third base side. Really good bunt. No play for Nason. Brandon Stinnett 3 for 3. And the bases are loaded after the bunt single.
Now batting, number 9, Elijah Maris.
Now Elijah Maris comes to the plate. Home run, fly out, and a pop-up so far. Already 3 RBIs to his name. Digs in, bases loaded, nobody out. Drifters needing to score here in the 6th. Add on to their lead. Breaking ball high, 1-0. Maris, the infield product, he's been around. Sees the 1-0. Break outside, 2-0. He's 25 years old. Had 3 seasons of JUCO baseball that didn't count against him eligibility-wise. Redshirted 1 year, and then 2 free years because of COVID. 2-0. Maris takes in the turf, 3-0, and then after all that, he transferred to Hawaii Pacific. Then he left, went to Corbin, and then has found his home at Linfield University after those first 3 years at Ventura College. 3-0. In the zone for a strike. 3-1. So Maris, no green light on the 3-0. Now Maris hit by a pitch. Got him on the rib, and that's a painful RBI. I mean, Maris has been a magnet. I have to find where he is in the league lead, but he's been the most hit batter this season for Springfield. And now a mound meeting. Bases still loaded, and Springfield now leading 8-4. The 5th hit by pitch allowed by this Bellingham Bells team that came in with the 6th fewest hit by pitches this season. So in terms of hit by pitches this season, Patrick Keegren of Portland, he's leaps and bounds above everybody. 20 hit by pitches this season at the plate. Elijah Maris, that was his 12th. That's good for 6th in the WCL. So now Kedron Kinsey digs in, line out, pop up, and a hit by pitch so far for Kinsey. Bases loaded, nobody out. First pitch, it's him. So back-to-back hit by pitches with the bases loaded. Bringing another run. Bruce in from third, Stinnett to third, Maris to second, and Kinsey to first. Hi, Kyle. Good to see you commenting again. I'm glad that you brought your lawn chair and you're watching from the center field fence. I can see you out there. Hope you're staying cool out there in center field. I think that's a good view. First pitch down low to Richardson. 1-0. Kyle, what do you think? Do you think we should try to make it happen someday? A broadcast from center field from your vantage point? I mean, you're just sitting out there all alone right now. 1-0. In for a strike, 1-1. Kyle, I hope you're watching still. I see you. He's watching. He's giving me fist pumps in center field. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Taken inside. 2-1 to Jacob Richardson. Bases loaded, still nobody out. 9-4, Springfield leading. Pitch to Richardson. Line to right field for a base hit. Stinnett in to score from third. Rivera keeps Maris at third base. The throw coming in from Oliveira in right field. RBI single for Jacob Richardson. And the lead's extended back to 6. It's 10-4.
Now batting, number 30, Garrett Cooper.
So Garrett Cooper in for Sam Weber, 2 strikeouts, a 2 RBI double today for Weber. And now Garrett Cooper will come to the plate in a 10-4 ball game. First pitch, Cooper takes outside, 1-0. So Garrett Cooper, Columbia, batting with the bases loaded, nobody out. Cooper at .214 average this season, on base percentage at .325. 1-0 to him. Bounced up the middle, fielding it is Nason, comes home for one, the throw to first base, a double play. A 1-2-3 DP. Puts 2 outs on the board and advances Kinsey to third base and Richardson to second. Kale Paisano will come up to bat. 8th batter of this inning. First pitch to Paisano. Taken for a strike, 0-1. Okay, Kyle, I agree. We can try to make it happen. Not having a view of the scoreboard is a little rough. I am letting you know it is 10-4 right now. The 0-1 to Paisano, taken for a strike, 0-2. I agree. You deserve a hot dog out there, buddy. Get T-Money to bring you a hot dog. I mean, I think he can go out there and bring you something. Maybe a beverage, too. Kyle, I think you deserve a beverage as well for sitting out there in center field, holding down the fort today. The 0-2, a little bit high. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Paisano, a chance for a couple of RBIs. Bouncer to the left side, picking it up is Kadama. The throw to first base, late. Paisano legs it out for an infield single. Gets an RBI, and he gets his first hit today. And now the 9th batter of the inning, Brandon Reed, will come to the plate.
Brandon Reed.
Richardson advances to third. Runners on the corners, 11-4 the score. Reed a hit by pitch, double, round out to third. First pitch, Brando takes a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Reed takes on the turf. It goes up the third base line. Richardson coming home. The flip back home. Not in time as Richardson's in safely. Ball gets away. Paisano hustling, and he gets the third. So on the pitch in the dirt, Richardson comes in from third base to score, and Paisano goes from first to third. The lead's extended. It is now 12-4. Lead up to 8, largest of the day after the 5-run inning so far, with a chance for more at Reed at the plate, and the runner at third and Paisano and 2 outs. 1-1. Reed bounces it foul. 1-2. So how about this Drifters offense? All of a sudden, this late season team is scoring some runs. Who would have thought? The 1-2. Reed grounds it to the left side. Picking it up is Kadama. The throw to first base in time, but not before Springfield. That's a total of 4 hits and 5 runs. Leave 1 stranded and 1 air defensively. We're going to the 7th. 12-4 the score here on the Drifters live stream.
Heading into the top of the 7th.
First pitch in for a strike here on the top of the 7th inning. It is 12-4 the score. After a 5-run bottom of the 6th inning offensively for the Drifters, Wolf goes back to work. Austin's 0-1 is swung on and missed. Quickly ahead, he's ahead 0-2. Cole Morosky, 1 for 2, single, and grounded into a double play so far. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 3-pitch strikeout. First, making the second strikeout for Wolf. 1 away here in the 7th. It's now Chase Nye in the game at shortstop. Elijah Maris at third base still. Line drive down the left field line by Trent Maloney. Going over and trying to field the ball in left field is a new right fielder in the game, Richardson, as Garrett Cooper is now in right field. And now Maloney at second with a double. So trying to get a hold of all the substitutions. So Richardson goes from left to right, from right to left, I should say. Garrett Cooper remains in the game in right field. And Chase Nye now the shortstop with Brandon Stinnett at second base. And Kedron Kinsey at first base. Jason Shedlock takes high, 1-0. Still runner at second, 1 out here in the 7th. 12-4 the score, Springfield leading. 1-0 pitch. Looked at for a strike, 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Shedlock, the former Drifter, back here in Springfield looking for his first hit. 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. 1-2. So Wolf back out here, his 3rd inning on the mound. Left-hander from Bushnell, good outing so far. One, 2. Up and inside, 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Shedlock. Who has reached once on the walk. Wolf looking to keep it an 8-run game. A lot of offense in this last inning for Springfield as Wolf misses high, 3-2. So 5 runs for Springfield. They've scored now 12 runs in the last 3 games. They scored 12 runs in a 16-12 loss against Ridgefield, 13 runs yesterday, and now 12 here today. 3-2. Shedlock fouls it off and stays alive. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Shedlock, CSUSB product. Wolf's 3-2. Bounces in, and Shedlock's worked the walk.
Now batting, number 11, Nate Kirkpatrick.
So now Nate Kirkpatrick will come to the plate. Couple of doubles today for Kirkpatrick in his last 2 at-bats. First pitch. Kirkpatrick fouls it off, 0-1. Cal, you should come up and co-host the game. I mean, I had Firm out for a game a couple of years ago, 2 years ago in our first game of the year. Not first game, first non-league game. Firm had pitched the day before, and so I had Firm come up and do color commentary with me. And it mainly was just an interview. We literally just had fun, talked about just him, his journey, being around Bushnell. And it'd be fun to have you next season, especially, you now being the head coach at Springfield High School. Catch up with you a year from now. Maybe get you some reps doing play-by-play. 0-1, swing and a miss by Kirkpatrick. 0-2. But would love you to come up and get to be in the booth sometime. Doing a great job working around it this year. You and Colby did a great job on the younger Drifters team. Victory in the last game, right, Colby? Yeah, that's all that matters. 0-2 found a way. Colby said a big victory. Aren't they all? No balls and 2 strikes to Kirkpatrick with 2 on and 1 out here on the top of the 7th. Wolf looking for a double play. 0-2. Pops foul. So we'll do it again. 4 runs on 8 hits. 4 errors defensively for the Bells. 12 runs on 13 hits and no errors defensively for the Drifters so far. 0-2. Called strike 3. Kirkpatrick knew it. He instantly started heading to the dugout. 3rd strikeout for Wolf, his 2nd in the inning. And now Jacob Mejia will come to the plate with 2 on and 2 out in the top of the 7th. Mejia swings and misses at the first pitch from Wolf, 0-1. And Austin Wolf, he had a little bit of a shaky first inning. Through 27 pitches. Inning number 2, he went 1, 2, 3 in 8 pitches. Now looking back on track here. Most swing and miss is in an inning so far for Wolf as he gets another here to Mejia. And now is ahead 0-2. Wolf grabs the rosin bag and tosses it to the ground. The 0-2. Fouled away. Nice movement on the off-speed pitch from Wolf. 5 inches of vertical break, 11 inches of horizontal break. So no balls and 2 strikes. Maloney at second with Shedlock at first. The Wolf dangles the arm and glares in. Looking for his 3rd strikeout of the inning. He steps off. Wants to think about it a little more. With Brandon Reed behind the plate, the catcher. No balls and 2 strikes. Wolf's pitch. High. 1-2. So Mejia had double earlier. He had the big home run yesterday. It was the first time of this season that we've seen a ball leave the right field wall. It entered the Drifters bullpen for the first time this year. It's definitely a righty-friendly ballpark. The 1-2. Bounced on one hop to first base. Kinsey backhands and taps on the bag for the final out. Hard contact, 91 off the bat, but Kinsey makes it look easy for the final out. 2 left stranded after 1 hit, no runs and no errors. Time to stretch here in Springfield. 12-4 the score. Drifters leading here on the Drifters live stream.
It's time to get on your feet for the 7th inning stretch. Now pitching for the Bells, number 14, Devin Hernandez. Now batting for the Drifters, number 4, Aiden Gebhard.
Aiden Gebhard looks at the first pitch, up and away. 1 ball and no strikes to Gebhard. The DH today started the game as the pitcher. And since that point, since being removed after 4 innings, he's done a good job offensively. 1-0, swinging out of his shoes as Devin Hernandez now in the game blows a fastball 92 past Gebhard. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hernandez wastes no time, winds the 1-1. Gebhard late, fouls it off. Right down the left field line, just left of the chalk, 1-2 from Hernandez. Gebhard, since the first inning, he's been hit by a pitch and singled twice. 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Gebhard. So Gebhard, his first offensive game as the DH, the center fielder yesterday. Back and making an impact. I mean, he wanted more action offensively, and he's certainly getting it in this final series, and seems to be paying off. A good addition that maybe the Drifters might have needed in the middle portion of the season, especially with his speed. I mean, he can really make an impact with his legs. 2-2, breaking ball outside from Hernandez. 3-2, Hernandez in for Raven Nason. 2 innings pitch, 4 hits, 5 earned runs, 2 hit by pitches, and a strikeout. 3-2, fouled off. So now the 7th pitch of the bat upcoming. Hernandez in for the 8th time this season. He has a 4-0 record, a 1.24 ERA. He's only given up 3 earned runs, and they came in his first 2 outings. Since that point, he has not given up a run since July 7th, since appearing for the first time on July 4th. Gets a strikeout here on a pitch down in the turf. Throw down to first base. Just beats Gebhard. As Smith finds Mejia for out number 1.
Now batting, number 19, Gage Bruce.
Now Gage Bruce will come to the plate. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 7th. 12-4, Drifters leading. Bruce, a couple of singles, grounded into a double play and reached on an error since. Takes up and inside, 1-0. So leadoff hitter to the plate. Brandon Sinnett on deck. 9-1-2 to start this inning for Springfield. Drifters brought 9 bats to the plate last inning and scored 5 runs. 1-0 from Hernandez inside, 2-0. And right now it's looking pretty good for Springfield. The chance to win the series here today at home. Win back-to-back home series to end the year. And end the year strong at home. The 2-0. Bruce swings and misses, 2-1. And I mean, the Drifters were on the road a while. They're on the road for about 2 weeks in mid-July, and they didn't have a home series win since mid-June, June 14th through 15th, back against Cowlitz up until this past week against Bend. They were able to get the victory in game number 1 and 3, and now here today they can win and then go for the sweep tomorrow in the final game of the year. 2-2. Bruce called out on strikes. Hernandez hangs it and connects with the outside part of the plate as called by Ryan Zielinski for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down on strikeouts. This time a backwards K. And now Brandon Sinnett to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on in a 12-4 ball game. So Hernandez, he's from Pasco, Washington. Now playing at Cal State San Bernardino. A transfer from Spokane Falls. First pitch, down low, 1-0. Appeared in 13 games with 3 starts for the Lobos out in Cal State San Bernardino. 3.93 ERA this past spring. 1-0 to Sinnett. Swings and misses, 1-1. Sinnett, he's 3 for 3 today with 3 singles and a hit by pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hernandez, the righty, winds and delivers. In for a strike, 93 on the low outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. To Sinnett. to stay perfect on the day. Hernandez looking to mow down the Drifters in order. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. It's a 3-up, 3-down inning with 3 strikeouts for Devin Hernandez. We'll go on to the 8th inning with the Drifters leading 12-4 here on the Drifters live stream.
12-4, heading into the 8th inning. Now batting for the Bells, number 28, Gabe Henderson.
Austin Wolf still out here as the first pitch he throws is lined down the left field line by Gabe Henderson. Henderson taking a turn towards second. Picking it up in left field is Jacob Richardson, who throws it into Chase 9. And at second with a double is Gabe Henderson, as the Bells are in business here on the top of the 8th inning, trailing by 8.
Now batting, number 6,
Still 6 outs to work with. Now Anthony Kodama is going to come to the plate here on the top of the 8th. Again, team trailing by 8. And Austin Wolf still out there. He's been in the game since the 5th inning. And now up to 51 pitches. First pitch. Breaking ball in the zone for a strike, 0-1. Nice breaker from the left-hander and Wolf. Drifters have only utilized 2 pitchers today. Bellingham utilizing 3 so far. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Aiden Gebhardt, the starter for Springfield. 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, no strikeouts, 55 pitches. And Wolf now pitching, trying to complete his 4th inning. The 0-2. Down and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kodama, a 1-for-3 day so far. Single, ground out to the pitcher, and a pop up to short. Wolf stares in and comes set. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch outside, 2-2. So the Bells now up to 9 hits. They're only being out hit 13-9, but they're being outscored right now 12-4, and that's the issue. It's really just been 2 big innings for the Drifters, and that's it. 2-2. Taken low. 3-2. So a full count. Somebody warming up in the Springfield bullpen. 3-2 pitch. Low again. That's a walk. So a double and a walk to start this inning. Put 2 aboard for Jorge Oliveira. Oliveira ground down to the pitcher. Sac fly and a fly out to right field. 2 on, nobody out. 8-run game. First pitch. Oliveira swings and misses. 85 blown past him at the top of the zone from Wolf. 0-1. And you can certainly see the difference with Devin Hernandez this last inning going 93 miles per hour, and now Wolf 85 on the first pitch. 0-1. Inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 here. We'll see how long the leash is on Wolf. 1-1. Breaking ball in the zone for a strike. 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oliveira, who's looking for his first hit. Puerto Rican, call time. And then get back in. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Oof. Wolf making Oliveira look silly. Strikeout number 4. And his third and last 2 innings.
Now batting number 3, Connor Smith.
Now Connor Smith will come to the plate. 2 on and 1 out here in the top of the 8th. 12-4 the score. And we're 2 hours into this ball game. Smith takes the first pitch inside, 1-0. Single, line out, and a pop-up so far for Smith. The catcher heading out to Santa Clara next season. Wolf's 1-0. Line down the left field line. Coming around third and in to score is going to be Henderson. Kodama right behind him, gets the wave around third. The throw from Nye to the plate. Up the third base line, in to score is Kodama. And at third now is Smith after the double and the advancement to third on the double.
Now batting number 22.
So a 2 RBI hit makes it a 6-run game. And now 1 out, runner at third. Bells threatening here in the 8th for Cole Morosky. So Morosky will stand in and swing at the first pitch, launch it deep towards left. Back a few steps is Richardson, and he watches it go off the wall. In to score from third base is Smith, and Morosky ends up at second. Back-to-back doubles, and it's now 12-7. So 3 runs coming in and 1 out. And now the top of the order, Trent Maloney to the plate. Maloney launches it way deep to left field. It's gone. The Bells are back within 3. 2-run home run for Trent Maloney. His first home run of the summer. And it's 12-9. And this inning has just not gone Austin Wolf's way, and Alan Embry is going to come out here. Four hits, 5 runs, and still just 1 out. Then all of a sudden you go from, oh, they have 8 runs to try to get with 6 outs to work with, to now they need 3 runs and 5 outs to work with. The Bells are storming back from behind.
Now batting number 4, Jason Shedlock.
So they're keeping Wolf in. Shedlock coming up to the plate. A former Drifter sees the first pitch from Wolf. High. 1-0. It's not the best start to the inning for Wolf, but he can still close this inning strong. He does have a strikeout in this inning. 1-0. Shadlock fouls it back. 1-1. Shadlock from Rancho Cucamonga, California. Staying in the Inland Empire, playing at CSUSB. Takes the 1-1, a little bit low below his knees. 2-1. I mean, looking at the roster today, it didn't look like there was a ton of arm options for the Drifters as Shadlock fouls it off. 2-2. We knew that Wolf was going to throw. But looking at the roster, we knew that Austin Wolf, Blake Stavros, Alberghini maybe. Shadlock fouls off the 2-2. Tyler Bittinger, he threw a little bit. Ethan Paulson may be available. Billy Dotson's supposed to throw tomorrow. 2-2. Shadlock lines it to second. Sinet makes the catch. Down number 2. Brings up Nate Kirkpatrick. Nobody on. 2 outs. 12-9 the score here in the top of the 8th. But you got to wonder who's going to come in next. First pitch. Kirkpatrick takes outside 1-0. Unless Alan Embry is saving arms for tomorrow. Bittinger, Volna, and Carrillo threw yesterday. Alberghini also threw and picked up the win. Kirkpatrick lines it towards right field, and it's a catch made by Garrett Cooper to end the inning. 4 hits, 5 runs, none left stranded. Going to the bottom of the 8th, Drifters a chance for extra insurance. Up 12-9 here on the Drifters live stream.
5 runs, 4 hits, no one left on base for the Bells as we head into the bottom of the 8th. Now pitching for the Bells, number 38, Jack Spence. Now batting for the Drifters, number 9, Elijah Maris.
Bottom of the 8th inning, it is 12-4. Springfield on top, and a new pitcher into the game. It's Jack Smith from Stanford coming into the game for Devin Hernandez. Hernandez, 1 inning pitch. No hits, no runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts, 16 pitches he faced off against 3 batters. Not sure what the delay is. Alan Embry is out. I think that Dana Cruz is in the restroom. Okay, that's a first. I've not seen that before. A delayed start to a game because of an umpire going to the restroom. I didn't know that was possible. Pitch down and away, 1-0 to Maris. But here we are in the 8th. 1 ball and no strikes to Maris, who's leading things off after his historic accomplishment earlier. Maris pops it up out of play. 1-1. Hit his 5th home run of the season earlier. Broke the record for most home runs in a season by any Springfield Drifter. Also has the career number at that as well, 1-1. Up and inside, 2-1. I mean, he has 5 home runs this summer. Last year, Springfield had 7 home runs as a team. Maris almost matching that across this 52-game schedule. 2-1. High. 3 balls and 1 strike for Maris, originally from Georgia. He's also pitched once this season. I mean, what can't he do? Been doing it all. But a 1-for-3 day with a hit by pitch and the home run. Now ahead 3-1. Pops up the 3-1 pitch towards shallow left field. Making the catch is Roski. Looked like he bobbled it initially, but he was able to hang on, make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting, number 34, Kai Pagan.
So Kedron Kinsey's out. Kai Pagan going to come up and hit. Kinsey hit by a pitch his last time up. Hit by a pitch twice today at that. And Pagan will come in after Kinsey's 0-for-2 day. So Pagan with just 1 hit and 32 at-bats this season. Comes to the plate. Looking for hit number 2 of the year. First pitch. He pops it up in the infield on the left side. Finding it in the lights is Kadama for out number 2. So quickly 2 up, 2 down to start this bottom of the 8th inning. Springfield leading by 3.
17, Jacob Richardson.
And now Jacob Richardson will come to the plate. He's had himself a day. Double, RBI single, 2 runs scored, fly out and a walk. Pretty good day for Richardson. Just his 2nd day with the ball club. But playing well here in this one. First pitch. Outside. 1-0 from Smith, the right-hander from Stanford. Smith originally from Coto de Cazo, California. 1-1 this record, a 9.48 ERA. Richardson grounds it under the mitt of Moroski and into center field. They give him a hit. And so the Drifters have a 2-out single to put a runner at first for Garrett Cooper. So Smith 1-1 this season, a 9.48 ERA. His 12th appearance has 1 save, 12 1/3 innings with 9 strikeouts, 11 walks, and now 11 hits allowed this season. ERA definitely inflated after his last outing, giving up 5 runs in 2 innings. This one popped foul from Cooper. He's 0-for-1 with the ground out into a double play. Came into the game mid-game substitution in the 6th. The bases loaded, nobody out, grounded into a double play. Definitely stalled momentum. Cooper fouls it off. No balls and 2 strikes. The runner at first in a 3-run game. It's going to be batters 4, 5, and 6. Mejia, Henderson, and Kadama due up for the Bells in the top of the 9th. 0-2 to Cooper. Popped up and out of play. Cooper stays alive. So we'll do the 0-2 one more time to Garrett Cooper, left-handed hitter from Lower Columbia. See if Richardson's on the move from first base. Gonna prounce. The 0-2, Cooper takes high, Richardson does not take off. Again, Springfield more aggressive as of late. It's been good to see the Drifters getting back to their winning ways. It felt like at the start of the season, the team was really into the small ball. They were finding some success, and all of a sudden the mid-season happened, and they just weren't running as much. 1-2. Bounce to the right side. Backhand at first by Mejia. He taps on the bag for the final out. One left stranded after one hit, no runs and no errors. Going on to the ninth inning. 12-9. Drifters looking for the series victory here in this inning on the Drifters live stream.
Now pitching for the Drifters, number 18, Billy Dotson. Now batting for the Bells, number 32, Jacob Mejia.
Billy Dotson comes into the game here in the ninth and misses outside. 1 ball and no strike to Jacob Mejia. So Mejia comes up to the plate, followed by Gabe Henderson. And it's a rare bullpen outing for Dotson, just his 4th out of the pen this season. 1-0 from Dotson. Swing and a miss. 1-1. He's the Drifters' career leader in wins. Career leader in innings pitched. He's close to the season record for innings pitched, just 3 1/3 behind Ryland Hyder's 58 1/3 last season. 1-1 outside, 2-1. And now he's into the game here with a 4-3 record, a 3.76 ERA. And his now 12th appearance this season, only the 4th out of the bullpen. 2-1, bounce foul, 2-2. And he comes in for Austin Wolf. 4 innings pitched for Wolf, 7 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dotson's pitch. Swing and a miss, a strikeout to start. Dotson, his 21st strikeout of the season. Puts an out on the board here in the ninth. 12-9, as Dotson has an opportunity for a save. It would be his first save of the season and first as a Springfield Drifter. So now here's Gabe Henderson. Dotson's first pitch. Breaking ball up and inside, 1-0. 12-9. It's been a wild, high-scoring game. A couple of ugly numbers on the board for each squad. 5 runs coming in last inning for Bellingham. Dotson up and inside. 2-0. But 7 earned runs credited to Austin Wolf across 4 innings. The last 5 last inning, but he got out of the inning. 2-0. Henderson takes a strike, 2-1. I'm honestly surprised we're seeing Billy Dotson right now. Dotson was projected to be the starter tomorrow. We thought he was going to go for the record in a season for most innings pitching. I mean, we don't know. Maybe he does throw again tomorrow. 2-1. Popped out of play, foul, 2-2. And maybe this is just an in-game BP for Mr. BD, Billy Dotson. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dotson's pitch. Bounce to the left side. Nye backhands. Throws to first base. 2 away. So 2 up, 2 down to start. The Bells down to their final out. Drifters on the verge of a series victory.
Now batting.
And now Anthony Kadama. Two outs and nobody on. Drifters leading by 3. Dotson an out away from the save. Dotson's first pitch. Popped up towards left field. It's slicing foul, and it's going to land foul. 0-1. Dotson, a former 10-day guy. Came to the team last year on a 10-day contract. Worked his way to being a starter last season. Started 5 games, appeared in 12 games. And eventually, he worked his way to a full season contract. And he's come back this season and been even better. The 0-1. Popped foul, and it's now 0-2. Bells down to their final strike. Dotson currently 6th in the WCL in ERA. Right-hander from Junction City, now playing at Ottawa, Arizona. Looking for his first save. The 0-2 pitch. Popped in the air towards left center field. In left field, Richardson makes the catch and the Drifters win. 12-9, Springfield wins it against the Bells, and they get the series victory in their final series of the year.
Our final score tonight, Bells 9, Drifters 12. Today's Pepsi player of the game is Elijah Maris from Linfield University.
And Maris gets named player of the game.
Thank you for coming. Drive home safely and have a great rest of your night.
So the
And
Drifters
remember,
win
stay
it
drifty.
12-9. And it was an offensive explosion. 14 hits, 12 runs, and good defense. No errors. They used 3 pitchers. Billy Dotson came in, got the save at the end, and he only threw 13 pitches. So who knows? Maybe he does start tomorrow. Maybe try to get 3 innings out of him. Who knows? But all I do know is that the Drifters win, and they win the series and get their 20th victory of the season. Springfield now 20-33, 8-18 in the second half of the year, and all of a sudden the Drifters are looking pretty good over these past couple of games. They won the series against Bend. They won 1 game against Walla Walla, and now they win the series here today against Bellingham. And Alan Embry talked about it. With 10 games to go, he said, you know, I just want our team to be competitive. And that they were here today. They win the game and scored 7 runs in the first inning, highlighted by Elijah Maris's 3-run home run to give him the program record for most home runs hit in a career and a season by a Springfield Drifter. Getting the win is going to be Austin Wolf, who did throw the middle innings. 4 innings pitched, 7 hits, 7 runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, 71 pitches, and Wolf's only outing of the year with Springfield. Only 1 game left. This was it for him. And we'll see what happens with Dotson tomorrow after he closed the game, got the save. The loss today is going to go to Nathan Van Beek, who threw 4 innings, allowed 7 runs on 9 hits. All 7 runs in the first inning. And Springfield was able to hang on for the 12-9 victory here today. The Bells battled back. I mean, down by 7 to lose by 3. You got to feel pretty good about yourself, especially after that disastrous start to the game. Bells competed hard, and I know that tomorrow is going to be a big one. Last game of the year, the Bells have already clinched their spot in the WCL playoffs. Springfield not playing really for anything. They're just playing to win, and they're trying to win tomorrow and win the game against the Bells for a series sweep against Bellingham. Last game of the year, come out to the ballpark. Half off all concessions all game long while supplies last. Should be a fun one here at the Hamlin Sports Complex. Drifters versus the Bells. Final time of the year that we get to call here on the Drifters live stream. Final time we're hosting a game at the Hamlin Sports Complex. Come out for the final game of the year. Join us here on the broadcast. It's been a pleasure here today. Drifters able to win this one in a total time of 2 hours and 33 minutes. Drifters win it against the Bellingham Bells, 12-9. See you tomorrow at 6:15, 6:35, first pitch. I'll actually be throwing the first pitch, so come out to the ballpark and see me throw the first pitch tomorrow. Shameless little plug. But the Drifters win here today. Look for the sweep tomorrow. See you tomorrow at 6:15 on the pregame show. I'm Knight Jarecki saying so long. See you tomorrow. Drifters win.